Okay. My ballot measure was Hawaii Bonds for Dam and Reservoir Assistance, Amendment 5 from 2014. The ballot language states, shall the state be authorized to issue special purpose revenue bonds and use the proceeds from the bonds to offer loans to qualifying dam and reservoir owners to improve their facilities to protect public safety and provide significant benefits to the general public as important water resources? Yes or no? So the summary of this is basically the measure was to empower the state legislature to issue special revenue bonds to offer financial help to the owners of the dams and reservoirs to improve their facilities. Arguments for and against. Oh my gosh, okay. Argument for. So the measure would not only help the owners, but the general public by improving the safety for people and improving the whole public's water resources. And the financial help is necessary due to the prices being higher in Hawaii because it's not on the mainland. So they have to ship and import resources to help maintain the dams and reservoirs. Arguments against are the loans wouldn't be agreed to because they would be unlikely to be repaid, and it might lead to more state debt because of liability concerns. Also, this measure could help agribusinesses too much, as well as smaller owners, meaning that it could potentially give resources to these commercial-focused big corporations that would actually harm the environment. So a biased argument for is from the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. So basically, there was a dam that collapsed in 2006 because of, quote, shoddy maintenance, and civic action could help this from happening again by providing money for better operation and upkeep. Quote, approximately 370 million gallons of water rushed out of the reservoir and into the town of Kilua. The wave of water was reported to be between 20 and 70 feet high and 200 feet wide. 7 people were killed due to the dam's failure. Biased argument against Kenneth R. Conklin, anti-Hawaiian sovereignty activist. So he says, quote, the proposed revenue bonds would almost certainly end up as permanent indebtedness of the state because it is very unlikely that the revenue generated by a dam or reservoir would be sufficient to pay the interest on the bonds, let alone the principal. The state is already swimming in an ocean of debt as well as unfunded pension liability. As an anti-Hawaiian sovereignty activist, this state debt argument would be of more importance to him than the public safety concerns others have brought up. So basically, he is biased against it because, in comparison to others, basically. The Catholic analysis that I came up with this was, I think a Catholic should vote yes on this ballot measure. I think this is because what should be most important to the Catholic voter is the common good of wellness of the public. So this measure will allow for better public safety and water resources and also helps out many smaller dam and reservoir owners. We also, quote, have a duty to care for God's creation, and hopefully this will lead to better upkeep of these water resources. This decision is hard, however, because it's important to look after the environmental aspects relating to larger corporations, maybe, being able to get more loans, or just have, more financial help from the state. But overall, it's better for the good of the people and isn't necessarily worse for the environment in general. And here